Erie Tiger Network's coverage of regional wrestling. We have been trying to stream this live on Facebook Live, and we have not been able to do so. We wanted to kind of segment them so that we weren't just hanging around. You can watch each individual match and go right to that, and unfortunately that is just not working for us today. But we still have coverage, and we are ready to rock and roll here on the Erie Tiger Network. We've already had a few matches go by. We will get you all caught up to date here. We will get you all caught up. Okay, sorry about that. We are also a few issues here in this Mead Gym so far today. We are trying to get you all caught up here with regional wrestling. We've missed a couple matches already. Right now you're not looking at any match in particular of interest. If you are an Erie fan, coming up on that mat next is Karsten Odom for the Erie Tigers, the 10th seed. But to get you caught up, here is kind of the rundown of what has happened so far here in this tournament today. Rudy Lopez at 113. He started off the day with a bye. He's the 3rd seed. He will face Cruz Jimenez of Frederick, who won his match. That will be coming up in a little bit. At 120 pounds, Reagan Lovato. He fell by way of pin to Malachi Contreras of Mountain View. He will have a bye in the next round. Still has a chance to qualify for state. That's what this weekend is all about. It's all about trying to qualify for state. And so the further you can go, the better shot, obviously, you have a chance of doing. The big win so far for the Tigers was Gus Fonseca Walker. He won by way of pin in 1 minute 28 seconds over Jesse Valaspino of Skyline. He will face Jacob Bierman of Thompson Valley in the next round. Michael Brazeau, he also won by way of pin at 4:36 over Keegan Caldwell of Meade. He will face Clayton Robinson of Roosevelt in the next round at 132 pounds. And now it's Karsten Odom, the 10 seed. He's 19-12 on the year, coming to the mat for the Tigers. And for Karsten, 145-pound weight class. As we take a look over here, this is considered mat number 3, the furthest mat to our left. We'll kind of zoom in. We are up in the crow's nest here in Meade, broadcasting to you live this regional wrestling action. You can stay up to date. We will keep you up to date as best we can. By the way, so far in the team standings through the early part, this tournament only started about 45 minutes ago. There's a takedown by Odom over Tanner Kufield, a sophomore who's 10-16 out of Mountain View. Erie is in 4th place in the team standings behind Thompson Valley, Skyline, Broomfield. We're still very early in this one. Tough region, though. Broomfield in it, Thompson Valley, Skyline, Frederick, Mountain View, Loveland, Niwot, Pueblo, Centennial, Meade, Northridge, Greeley Central, Roosevelt, and Greeley West. Odom leads it 2-1 here over Kufield. Say circle the middle, the quick takedown for Karsten Odom. All of these periods in this first round, all 2 minutes. And time kind of ticking away, under 40 seconds now to go in period number 1. And another 2 points, I believe, has been awarded to Odom. A little bit difficult. There are monitors that show the score. They're not as easy to see from our desk, or our crow's nest, rather, all the way up here. And we are following track wrestling, which I'm sure many of you are as well. And Odom with a 4-1 lead. And could be a solid start here for Erie. I think they're hoping to get about 3, 4, maybe even 5 guys qualified for state. Odom worked the headlock, and now getting some tilt in the clock will save Kufield as Odom getting near fall points right at the end of that period. By the way, Branson Roylance will also be coming up on mat number 1, which is across the gym here in just a little bit. So here we go. Start of period number 2. 6-1 lead here for Odom. Try and pull out a little bit to get the entirety of the circle. A very packed gym, as you might imagine, if you've ever been to regional wrestling. Forehead to forehead they go. Odom and Kufield. 6-1 lead for the sophomore, Karsten Odom. So we mentioned 19-12 on the season, 145 pounds. He placed first place in the 2017 7th and 8th grade district tournament. That's all the way back in 2017. Odom in control, an 8-1 lead here after the takedown. Odom almost had a pin at the end of that first period. We are also going to experiment a little with the broadcast stream. We are going to be taking it on and off the air throughout this opening regional match. That's why we were hoping to see if we could do Facebook Live and just publish a new event every single time. And unfortunately, the internet, and I think maybe the district streaming protocol here in St. Vrain, not allowing us to stream. A little reversal there for Kufield. He was down 8-2, now he's down 8-4, so Odom relenting a little bit, and the period will end. So we'll head to period number 3. He's still on top, doubling up Kufield. Just has to hold on here for a couple more minutes. By the way, Whit Unruh will also be on mat number 1 in just a little bit. And this first round, it's considered the championship round. No wrestler has lost yet, so they all still in contention. As we mentioned, though, Rudy Lopez, the number 3 seed in his weight bracket, which that means that bracket at 113 pounds in this region is loaded if Rudy is the number 3 seed with the fantastic season that he has had. But he got a bye because of his seed. To come is Branson Roylance, as Odom trying to throw a headlock. Trying to spin around and get the takedown. He's close to locking it up, and he does. Uses the quickness to get around, and now he's up 10-4 with 1:14 remaining. Branson Roylance at 152. He's the 12th seed. Whit Unruh, he's the 8th seed. Whit Unruh, the senior, at 160 pounds. He's the 3 seed. 182 pounds, the 8th seed Dominic Barella. He's coming up. Alonzo Warner, the other wrestler for Erie, 195. He's the 5 seed. And unfortunately for the Tigers, no Noah Lopez. He has an injured elbow. No Tanner David. He has an injured hamstring, badly injured. And no Christian Hackmeister. So a couple seniors will not be able to wrestle here in regionals. Karsten Odom still on the mat, still in control here. A 10-5 lead. Shooting was Kufield. Odom throws him to the mat, and Kufield's able to back up. 15 seconds left. It looks like Karsten Odom will win and advance. And on deck on mat number 1 is Branson Roylance, and that will do it. So Karsten Odom wins by decision, a 10-5 win. He is moving on into round number 2. And we are going to take a quick little break here as we get you set up for Branson Roylance's match. As we said, that will come on mat number 1 in just a couple of minutes. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back here for more regional wrestling coverage. Day 1 of regional wrestling here on the Erie Tiger Network. You have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you. Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages. We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
And welcome back in, and then just as we're back in, we're trying to catch back over up onto mat number 1. That is where Branson Roylance is. And Branson quickly down here 8-1, and that is a very quick first period. Kind of caught us off guard a little bit. We're just trying to make sure our head isn't spinning. We have 3 mats going on here in this Mead gym. We're trying to make sure we are aware of when all the Erie wrestlers are on the mat. And hasn't been easy, but we're getting it off. So we are happy to bring you coverage here as we said Branson Roylance right now down 8-1 to Alexander Rodriguez, the junior out of Pueblo Centennial, who is 3-17 on the year. So Branson here kind of struggling a little bit. Now down 8-2. Almost got locked up in a cradle as well. Branson Roylance, the 8 seed. Rodriguez out of Pueblo Centennial. Well, we have the entire seed list. He's the 11th seed, 3-17. Now Branson has Rodriguez on his back. Near fall points coming. He's trying to get the pin. Branson, who was down 8-4, close to getting the pin, and he doesn't. He will advance. So Branson Roylance got off to a sluggish start, down 8-1. Almost pinned, comes back, gets the win, and wins by way of pin. And that one coming, well, they already changed the clock. They're very quick here, and Whit Unruh will come onto the same mat here. That's at exactly 3 minutes. So win for Branson Roylance at 3 minutes over Alexander Rodriguez. of Pueblo Centennial. And so at 160 pounds, it's now Whit Unruh. He's the 3rd seed in this weight class. And he takes a single leg shot. He's got a quick takedown here over Austin Lyda of Broomfield. A 2-7 sophomore, and Whit quickly ahead 2-0 here. Whit, as we said, the 3 seed at 160 pounds. He will face, if he were to win, Leopoldo Hernandez, a 7-9 wrestler out of Greeley West. And Lyda will step out. Still a 2-0 lead here for Whit. By the way, Branson will face Victor Rangel out of Frederick in the next round. Right now, Whit primarily dominating. He'll finally let Lyda stand up and escape. And Whit, we already saw him get a quick takedown. See if he fires again here. 45 seconds left here in the period. Wrestlers being patient, they'll circle. Whit with the head down, he's bowling over the top of Lyda. 23 seconds left, another 2-point takedown, 4-1 lead for Whit. Has the arm underneath, trying to twerk him over, get some near fall. And they will give 2 near fall points to Whit, so a 6-1 lead with 6 seconds left here in the period. Good bit of wrestling there by Whit. And that will do it in the period. So Whit, one of those wrestlers that's in line to potentially make a run. All the finals are on Saturday night. Special moment on Saturday night with all the championship matches, and Whit hopes to be a part of that. Whit, more near fall points coming. Trying to lock up a pin here. He's already up 8-1. Midway through the second period, Lyda's in some trouble. Whit's trying to flatten him out, draping across the chest. Trying to mash him flat against the mat. Whit firmly in control. It feels like it's coming any moment. Minute 15 still left in this period. And there it is, a pin for Whit Unruh. That coming at 2 minutes and 52 seconds. So Tigers with a couple pins. In fact, they've had a very good opening round in this championship side of the bracket. We'll recap that as Whit Unruh moving on. We're trying to double check, make sure when the next Erie wrestler. It looks like there's a little bit of a break, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, get you all caught up with everything that's gone on with Erie here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Hi, I'm Maya Michelson, and you're watching Erie Tiger Network.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
Open up a browser and look up youtube.com/Erie Tiger Network. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video. To skip forward or backwards, use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. No one currently on the mat or actually on deck here for Erie for the next few matches. While we have a moment before we pause our stream, at least momentarily, we showing you the gym pretty full in here. You see all 3 mats going at the same time. Let's go ahead and recap what has happened so far. If you're just joining us, at 113 pounds, the first Erie wrestler on the slate was Rudy Lopez. However, he had a bye, so he advanced into the quarterfinals. He will face Cruz Jimenez of Frederick in the next round. At 120 pounds, Reagan Lovato, the 11th seed, 7-15. The sophomore, he got pinned by Malachi Contreras of Mountain View. He will have a bye in the second round on the consolation side of the bracket. And so he will have to wait a little bit to find out who he wrestles at 120 pounds. Gus Fonseca Walker, he won by pin at 1:28 over Jesse Valenspino of Skyline. He will face Jacob Beeman of Thompson Valley at 126 pounds in the next round. At 132 pounds, Michael Brazeau of Erie, the freshman, 17-9 on the season, make it 18-9. He won by way of pin over Keegan Caldwell of Meade at 4:36. So shortly into the third period there, he will take on Clayton Robinson of Roosevelt. Then we were finally able to get on the air. You saw Karsten Odom. He won over Tanner Kufield of Mountain View 10-5. He's moving on to the quarterfinals. He will take on Cody Donovan of Loveland High School in the quarterfinals. Branson Roylance, he was in trouble early at 152 pounds. Branson, the 8th seed, taking on Alexander Rodriguez out of Pueblo Centennial. He was down 8-1, came back, got a pin at 3 minutes, and just took him a little bit to get settled. So he will move on into the quarterfinals at 152 pounds, and it looks like he will take on Victor Rangel, the 12-3 junior of Frederick, or out of Frederick. And then at 160 pounds, you just saw Whit Unruh. He pinned Leopoldo Hernandez, the 7-9 wrestler out of Greeley, or excuse me, he pinned the wrestler out of Broomfield. He will take on Leopoldo Hernandez, the 7-9 wrestler out of Greeley West, in the next round, who received a bye in the previous round. So if Witt can win that one, he will move into the semifinals. Just the first couple rounds being wrestled tonight. The semis will be wrestled in the morning, and the finals will be wrestled tomorrow night. So we are taking a look here at what is coming up. Of course, you can follow along as well on Track Wrestling. That kind of lets you know the scores, the brackets. If you go to trackwrestling.com, that's where you can find that. Always a great resource, and we love using it here on the broadcast as well. There is no Erie wrestler set to come to the mat in the next 3 matches on any mat. Coming up, though, for Erie, Dominic Barella and Alonzo Warner, the final 2 wrestlers of round number 1. We are going to pause in our live stream. It's been a little bit prickly so far, getting up like a porcupine here throughout the early portion of our streaming, but we've got it up. We will be ready to boogie as soon as we see Alonzo Warner or Dominic Barella ready to take either of the mats. That's when we will go back live on our stream. So just kind of stick with us for the moment being. You've been watching the Erie Tiger Network.